I'm here in a place called Warthow. This is a place where people buy slaves. They buy them back, to be exact. The value of a person, the value of a human life, you wonder? It's worth 2 goats. Yeah, that's right. That's the negotiated price for human beings where I am in Warthow. Sometimes we think about life and we imagine that slavery is something that happened and stopped in 1865. Something we stopped, something the British stopped, something that everybody stopped. But it's simply not the case. What you see around me, what you see around here, is something else. These people, these Arabs, and I think that's important, these Arabs are trying to make a difference and helping people come home. And these are Africans come home. You see, it's not always necessarily about race. It's not always about religious belief. These are Muslims. And these Muslims have decided that this is fundamentally wrong. So they help their brethren. Their brethren are African, and frequently their brethren are Christian. So sometimes when we look at the world and we say that these people are one way, these people are another, I think what we really have to do is realize that it is much, much more complicated than that. It's not a question of how we see the world and therefore what happens in places like Sudan or places like Saudi Arabia or places like Iraq. You can lump them all together and that these people are the good ones and these people are the bad ones. It simply isn't that simple, because these people risk their lives. They face war on a regular basis, they face death on a regular basis, and they're doing everything they can to make a difference. Sometimes when we think about the value of life, and by the way, I have to add at this point, you got to understand, I've been on the road with a humanitarian group for the last 4+ days. I haven't seen water in terms of anything other than what I can drink for days and days. I wish this camera had a smellometer or something along those lines to give you a closer idea to what this place smells like, maybe to what I smell like. Either way, I guess we're competing for best or worst, depending upon how one sees it. But I think what it really does highlight is there are a lot of people around the world who see things and decide they must act, even in Warthow, Sudan. This is Jack Rice in the crosshairs.